What is up, my friends and family? I'm Charmx, and today I'm going to be reacting to Academy Anecdotes School Stories by The Odd Ones Out. Now, I'm not really sure what to expect from this, but I freaking love The Odd Ones Out. Like, the way The Odd Ones Out makes the videos, they're hilarious, and they're really, like, adorable the way they're animated. Also, if you'll notice, I'm a little bit more energetic today than normal. That's because I'm drinking some more Monster, which I haven't had in around, like, 2 months now or something. I stopped drinking them because it was giving me, like, heart palpitations, which is where your heart goes crazy. And, I've missed them a lot. I don't miss the heart palpitations, but I've missed this drink. I mean, I feel so energetic and alive right now. This is, like, 5 times better than coffee, like, energy-wise. Anyway, I hope you guys like this video, and let's begin.
Hey there, Frederick. What you doing? Oh, hello, brother of mine. Why, I'm just studying for a math test tomorrow. That's pretty neat, Frederick. Braxton, brother, shouldn't you also be studying for the test? Well, you see, Frederick, due to my high levels of apathy and the stress of knowing that I'll never be good at math, I've decided to completely give up on even trying to do good on the test.
That's a spirit.
So, what are you gonna do instead? Oh, I'm just gonna go watch some YouTube videos. School sucks! Especially math! Ugh! When will I ever use geometry/trigonometry/calculus in the real world? I think you're only saying that because you're bad at geometry/trigonometry/calculus. Why is everyone so quick to hate on math? Math?
Hold on a second now. Hold on. Although I know a lot of people say that, you know, when am I going to use this in the real world? To give credit where it's due, I mean, I'm in the real world, kind of. I mean, I'm in my parents' basement, but I'm out of school. I'm out of school, and I haven't used math really yet. And if I do, I just use a calculator, but that's not, you know, as difficult as trigonometry or anything. So, you know, you don't really need it unless you're going into a career field that deals heavily in math, like engineering or computers. Other than that, you know, you don't need it that much.
Math is easy. How many essays did you have to write for math class? Oh, that's right, e to the I pi plus 1, which is 0. One thing I would change about math class is I think it's dumb that you have to show your work. Ugh, do you know how much harder it is to cheat when you have to show your work? Dear Matt, solve your own problems, tweeted Matt Pat. I hate Matt, replied Protato Gamer. Hey, that's not very nice of you, Prote. All he did was tweet about math. Maybe what you really hate is spelling. Or maybe you really do hate Matt Pat. Well, 2 can play at this game. When will
Okay, wait. Oh, frig, I forgot what I was gonna say. Alright, give me a second. I was gonna say something, I forgot.
show your work? Dear Math.
Oh yeah, show your work. Okay, yeah, so for showing your work, way back in like grade 1 or 2-ish, my teacher would make us grade other kids' work. Like if we had, I don't know if it was a test or if it was assignments, we would give it to the teacher, and the teacher would divide it among the class, so every person would have another student's like work. And then the teacher would, like, go with us and grade it. So she'd be like, the answer to question A is 24, and the answer to question B is 32. So, basically, we would be grading someone else's, like, work, and then we would go and give the work back to the person that we graded. Now, in this grade, I had like a friend, we would write down the answers like on a piece of paper below the desk as well as grading, and then we would go give our work back, and then we would write the correct answers onto our work without showing how we got the correct answer. So we would have a wrong like equation where it'd be all this work that we did showing how we got to the wrong answer. We would then erase the wrong answer, write in the right answer, so then it looks like we did all this math and we should have got the wrong answer, but somehow we got the right answer. And the teacher would always like call us out on it, be like, wait, how did you get the right answer when you did all of the wrong work? And we'd be like, I don't know, I just got it. Oh my goodness, and we got away with it too. We got away with it. That should teach the teachers for telling us the freaking answers, okay? That should teach them a lesson.
Solve your own problems, tweeted Matt Pat. I hate Matt, replied Protato Gamer. Hey, that's not very nice of you, Prote. All he did was tweet about math. Maybe what you really hate is spelling. Or maybe you really do hate MatPat. Well, 2 can play at this game. When will I ever need to know about the themes and symbolisms in To Kill a Mockingbird when I go into the real world? That's right, never! You don't need to know anything to be in the real world. Okay, I think we can all agree that a lot of what school teaches you isn't that important. And there's definitely more important things schools could be teaching you, like taxes or how to pick a good president. But I'm not...
See, with taxes, you can actually pay people to do your taxes. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that until I was, like, out of high school. But yeah, I mean, you don't need to know how to do taxes. However, what I think the schools should be teaching you is how to manage your money. You need to know how to spend it properly, and you need to know how to save it wisely.
The one who makes the curriculum, so why am I even talking about it? Regardless of how broken your education system is, you should always stay in school, kids. Right, Dave?
Why is Dave from Boy in the Band there?
I was a good student in school, not counting college. And look how I turned out. I'm not using everything I learned in school almost every day. Sure, you'll probably never need to know that much about Shakespeare's plays. But hey, now you know how to read old-timey complicated books. And no, you'll probably never have to find the area under a curve ever, but now you can say that you can. And isn't that what life's all about? So enough with this introduction. I'm going to be telling you all some of my school stories. What do you mean Jaden already made a video on school stories? Did she call them school stories? I already stole from her like 2 videos ago. Okay, I'll think of something. So enough with this.
Why was Boy in the Band there? Why? Why was Boy in the Band there? Is he gonna have a voice acting gig in this?
This introduction, I'm going to be telling you all some of my Academy anecdotes. So you know how guys can pee standing up? It's amazing. Ladies, if you've never peed standing up, then you're missing out. But there are some rules that apply with having the superpower. Like, don't go to a urinal right next to another guy unless it's absolutely necessary. Or if the urinals don't have a divider, then everyone can all agree to keep your eyes and mind straight. These rules have been taught to us at a very young age. By the time we were in elementary school, we were all pros at peeing. Except for some of us when we were asleep. But that's not important. So at this point in life, we all should have known what we were doing. But there was this one kid who I guess no one ever taught him how to pee correctly.
Oh, is this the kid that would go to the urinal and then pull their entire pants down? For whatever reason, they would pull their entire pants down and, like, put it on the ground and stand up and go to the washroom. I remember, like, a kid like that way back in school. What? Your parents really have some work to do, don't they?
Kid, I'm not going to say his race because it doesn't matter, but when he went to the bathroom, he would pull his pants and underwear all the way down to his waist. Some of the ladies might be thinking, wait, is that not how guys pee? Ladies, you'll just have to trust me on this, but that is the most wrong way a person can pee. The first time I saw the kid doing this was when I was in the urinal right next to him. Pee faster! As those 2 bros were peeing, a 3rd bro walked into the bathroom, saw this kid's bottom, and just went, ooh, and walked out of the bathroom. I wish I could have done the same. How do you tell someone, hey man, when you pee like that, everyone can see your butt. So just, here, let me show you how to do it. I don't know what happened to that
I mean, I think you should probably tell them, but I don't think you should, like, help them.
Kid, but I think he would agree with me that math is easy. He was Asian. When I was little, I had a very weird sense of humor. So in the 5th grade, there was this girl I'd known for a long time. We weren't strangers or anything. And one day I said to her, you have 2 big blue zits right there. And I pointed at her eyes. I was talking about her eyes. I called her eyes zits. Get it? She, immediately slapped me. Probably because the joke was so awful. And that
is an awful joke. That is a very awful joke.
It was the first time I ever got slapped by someone who wasn't a family member. And yes, it was Priscilla, the girl I sat next to in the cardboard boat video. She claims that the slap was an accident and that she was just trying to fake slap me to scare me. But I think she was really just self-conscious about her eyezits. One time, my 6th grade teacher, who was the same height as all of us, threw a stapler across the room because we wouldn't stop talking. Here's an anecdote about the first time I got detention, and it isn't that exciting. I was in the 7th grade and our class was at a computer lab. And the kid sitting next to me, his race doesn't matter, so I'm not going to say it, Asian, kept changing the computer wallpapers to cats and he kept showing me. To be fair, I thought what he was doing was hilarious. Then I asked him, can you change the background to Chuck Norris? That just goes to show you how long ago this story took place. He showed...
Yeah, Chuck Norris hasn't been really like a meme in... Wow. A long time. A long, long time. Because way back in the day, Chuck Norris was a big meme back then.
Told me what he did, I laughed, but then the teacher said, "Who's changing the wallpapers?" She was able to see everyone's screens from her computer, and the kid said, "Me and James were." Dude, don't bring me into this! You were the one changing the wallpapers. I mean, I was involved a little, but don't drag me down with you. We ended up getting detention, except my school didn't call it detention, they called it CARE, which I'm sure was an acronym for something. If it wasn't an acronym, that would have been a weird thing to call it.
CARE? CARE? That's weird. That's weird. I mean, I only got into a detention a couple times. I know at least once, but maybe twice. Maybe twice. I know once for sure. It was not enjoyable, to say the least. It was not enjoyable. But, yeah, I don't think they called it CARE back then.
Detention? Let's just say it stood for kids are really extra. The whole time I was in CARE, I kept thinking in my head, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. If they see you cry, you might as well move to China. And that was the only time I got detention. Except it wasn't called detention. So I still have a clean record. All right, here's the last anecdote.
That's one way to look at it.
This happened when I was in the 11th grade. I was in an AP US history class, and I had it for a 0 hour. So that meant I was at the class before school even started, and I was way too tired to learn about presidents. I was sitting in class when all of a sudden I sneezed very loudly. And it was an above average sneeze. Like one of those sneezes where you had to lean into it. And after I sneezed... Like
an old man sneeze in like a library, you know what they sound like, or like a dad sneeze, because those are horrible. I don't know why, but for some reason, when like most people's dad sneeze, they don't like... it's like... I don't know why, but it's so friggin' loud.
This kid near me said, "Hey, yo, Mr. Teacher, can we get some tissues? This boy's got a bloody nose."
Yo,
and
Mr.
I thought,
White.
Oh, shoot, I do? Well, that sneeze was pretty violent, and I did pick my nose a few minutes ago. And then the teacher looked right at me and said, "Oh, yeah, you can just go to the bathroom." So I got up, and as I was walking to the door, I felt my face and realized, wait a minute. I don't have a bloody nose. I turned around, and there was a kid who actually did have a bloody nose walking towards me. I'm not going to say the race of the kid because it doesn't matter. Canadian, but I was in a pretty awkward situation. So I punched myself until I actually did get a bloody nose.
What?
What I really did was I said...
Can you imagine? What? I don't have a bloody nose?
out loud, "I have to go to the bathroom too." And then I left. I didn't really have to go to the bathroom. I didn't want to see another exposed butt anyway, so I just waited outside awkwardly for a long time. I got an A in that class, by the way, if you were wondering. I still don't use anything I learned in that class. I want to explain a joke in the video because it was very funny and you won't get it unless you know the context. Remember that part when I said, "Right, Dave?" and it cuts to me and some guy in the sound booth? Well, that, dear viewer, was another YouTuber named Boy in a Band, who is probably most famous for being iDubbbz's ghostwriter. But he also made a pretty popular video called "Don't Stay in School." So as I said, and that's why you should always stay in school, kids, it cuts to me and Dave being like, "Right, Dave?" And it's funny because
I get it.
Don't stay in school.
Wait, so Boy in the Band, he's British, isn't he? So did he fly over to America to film this with you? Or did you fly over to England to film this with him? I don't know. Anyway, guys, I hope you like this video. This is quite enjoyable, to say the least. And, yeah, if you like this, make sure you give it a thumbs up, possibly share with a friend if you're new, and subscribe to join the family today. Also, let me know if you notice, like a difference in my energy levels, because I feel a lot better than normal drinking my energy drink over drinking coffee. Anyway, with that being said, I'll see you guys next time.